Rollups in crypto is a technology that makes transactions faster and cheaper on a blockchain. Imagine a busy highway, tons of cars slowing everything down. A rollup is like an off-ramp that takes some of the traffic, handles it separately, and then sends the results back to the main road. Creating these rollups isn't easy. Developers have to figure out which tools to use and build things like wallets or bridges from scratch. That's a lot of work that pulls them away from actually building their rollups. Initia was created to fix this. It started as a project to help developers by giving them a complete set of tools called the Interwoven stack. Think of it like a toolbox that has everything you need to get started. So how does Initia actually work? The big thing here is of course the Interwoven stack. It's a full package of tools that developers can use to set up and run a rollup without all the hassle. This stack includes bridges to move tokens, wallets to store them, explorers to track what's happening, and support for different coding setups. Say a developer wants to use Ethereum's system or something totally different. Initia lets them choose without locking them in. What's cool about this is it cuts down on decision overload. Instead of spending weeks picking tools and figuring out what works, developers get a pre-made, secure setup they can trust. Initia also makes sure rollups can talk to each other, to the main Initia blockchain, and even to other blockchains. This keeps everything connected and smooth. Another thing that makes Initia unique is the OPinit Framework. It's got three parts. The OPinit bridge moves tokens fast by assuming they're good unless proven otherwise. The executor handles tasks like sending data or tokens, and the challenger watches for mistakes to keep things honest. Together, these make Initia a time saver for developers. But it gets even more interesting in the background, so let's explore how Initia is really built. Picture the Initia blockchain as a busy city hub and each rollup as a suburb linked to it. Two main pieces tie it all together, the OP host module and the OP child module. The OP host module sits on the blockchain, the city hub. It's like the main bridge office. It sets up and manages bridges between the blockchain and the rollups. Plus, it handles reports about what's happening in those suburbs. Then each rollup has the OP child module. It deals with operators who run the rollup, processes messages from the blockchain, and updates things like price data from oracles. These two work as a team to keep traffic, in this case tokens and data, flowing smoothly between the city and suburbs. On top of that, there are bots, the executor and the challenger. The executors like a delivery truck moving tokens, updates, whatever's needed back and forth. The challengers the security crew, checking the truck's work to catch anything off. But how about the tokenomics? INIT is the native token of the Initia ecosystem. You can use it to pay for transaction fees, stake it to help keep the network secure, or vote on governance stuff. In total, there will only ever be 1 billion INIT tokens, and the token distribution is as follows. 25% is allocated to the vested interest program to reward active users and rollups, 25% are for staking and liquidity, 15% go to developers, 15.25% to investors, 7.75% to the foundation, 6% to the Binance campaign, 5% to airdrops, and the last 1% to the community sale. At launch, about 12% of the tokens were released, with the rest unlocking slowly over time. Initia's plan has risk to consider. For example, the 15% of tokens for VCs and investors unlocking after 4 years could flood the market and push prices down. And finally, Initia faces stiff competition from platforms like Optimism or Arbitrum, so it must stand out. As always, nothing is ever guaranteed in crypto, of course.